What is up, every people of the world? Good morning, evening, afternoon. There it is. I changed around the way that my start-stop actually works, and my brain is still in the old mode. So sometimes the switch over takes a moment. And I also think that I did a little bit of a test stream I'm doing tonight. I feel like one of my lights got thrown off here, and I think I'll know how to actually fix it this time. You're gonna lose my audio for a moment. Yeah, the red lights got thrown off just slightly. Hopefully this will be an easy little correction to make. Those all look right, actually. Those are dead on. That's weird. Craziness. Well, that's why a lot of the lights weren't quite working right now last song. I'm fairly sure, because I know what's going on. Beelzebub just tipped 666. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much, Beelzebub. Fantastic. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your patience. If anyone's out there watching, I feel like some of my lights got thrown slightly off, and I just want to test and see where I'm at with that. Let's take a look at this one. No, those look like they're right. That's crazy. I'm gonna try another song and see. Maybe I just screwed up the programming on that first song. It's an absolute possibility. And I had a feeling that Beelzebub was probably Doc. Welcome. I thought I might see you tonight with the late stream. I thought that might be late enough for you to come on and do your thing. Good to see you as per usual. It's kind of a random stream we're doing here for fun. This camera here, if I can find it, that camera, the image had been really wonky and it's been kind of like fogged over and everything, and I realized I just needed to clean the lens. So I cleaned that up. I'm like, oh, that looks so good now. Yes. And so I was like, I need to stream. So here we are, streaming, doing the late show. Tonight we are playing Partially Inexplicable, my 53rd album. That first song was called Mistaken Identity, and this next song is called Float Like a Rock. Yeah, the lights are definitely wonkified in there. Not sure what the story is with that. And I went through and I fixed all of these. And then I locked them, and it's locked, and they shouldn't be able to do the move thing that they do. And Doc has been pooping B's all night. And I have not. I've been pooping B flats all night. I'm gonna get a little thrown off here again. I just want to check something. And you guys are gonna lose my audio for a moment. Yeah, there's some weirdificationization going on in here somewhere. Thank you for the compliment, Doc. Glad you enjoyed the song. And thank you for your patience, anyone who's watching, while I try to figure out my tech stuff. I wonder if I just did a bad job programming the lights on here. That is absolutely a possibility. That does happen. Would not be the first time that I've just got my lights wrong. So I'll take another look through it after the show. Or tomorrow, or whenever. But if anyone's seeing me for the first time, this is not a normal time that I play, so there might be some new viewers out there on our various websites. I am the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. This is what we do. We play music. We talk about pizza and other dumb stuff, and that's kind of it. It's a fun show. I usually do this. This is a good representation of the kind of music I do. It's instrumental heavy metal, all original music. Occasionally I'll throw in a little bit of slide blues guitar, and occasionally I'll throw in a little bit of classical. Classical is kind of a new one for the shows. I did classical, I think, 2 weeks ago for the first time. Went fairly well, but I definitely got to work on the classical guitar sound for getting it through the stream. I'm also experimenting tonight with putting in the chat the links and stuff, and if that looks like that's working, so I'll throw some other things in there to keep things going, as it were. But I'm having a great day because I ate pizza today and I'm playing guitar, and that's really all that matters in life. I mean, it's just like, that's the important thing right there, is that. That's all you need. Guitars and pizza, baby. So, yeah. So I'm just kind of looking at my stuff here, see if I get everything right. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna play some more music. Got a little piece here written in E Phrygian at about 136 beats a minute, and the title of this song kind of fits my current brain structure with figuring out my lights and stuff. This song is called "You Have No Idea." And that's that. Getting things figured out here. So welcome one, welcome all to the Late Mad Poet Show random stream on a Tuesday night for no good reason at all. I just cleaned up a camera lens and said, hey, might as well stream, because that's what the Mad Poet does. Thank you for tuning in from wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you do it well. I'm the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. If you like what you see, like what you hear, like what you smell, then check out themadpoet.net. And you've got all of my links there. All my albums are available for free streaming there, and you can go to other places to support me and see YouTube videos and all kinds of good stuff. Salmonella just tipped $5. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated, Sam and Ella. Man, I'll tell you that last December, Sarah and I got sick with Campylobacter. Campylobacter is a lesser known food poisoning. It's on par with Salmonella and E. coli. And if you go your whole life never getting sick from Campylobacter, you're not missing anything. From what I understand, I recently heard through Sarah that now she's never given birth. We have no children of our own. But apparently some women who have had Campylobacter report the pain of Campylobacter as being worse than labor cramps. So if that's anything like what going through labor is like, then I urge women not to have kids, because that is not a good time. That was not fun. Salmonella, I've heard, is also a very bad time. So thank you very much. All right. So still not sure what's going on with my lights this time. The normal indicators for it being wonky are not there, but I'm gonna have to take a closer look at those when we get done. Anyway, the rest of the lights are working, so that's good. Just a few dark spots there. I think we can work through that. Let's move forward. We're playing my 53rd album, moving into the 4th song. We're gonna slow it down a little bit, get into some G minor on this. The song is called What Happened? See, Susan is tuning in from Facebook. Welcome, Susan. And no, really not a lack of sleep thing. I usually don't go to bed. It is, well, you're in Western Washington. It's just about midnight here. And I typically go to bed at around 2:30 to 3 in the morning. So, yeah, this is just kind of my evening time. I did some exercising earlier. I jumped rope for about 35, 40 minutes. I was all pumped up. And yeah, so no, things are just kind of going well over here. I got no complaints. I'll be, probably after this, I'll throw some laundry in and, do some normal Randy stuff. I'll probably even play some more guitar because that's just kind of part of what I do. I haven't played any classical yet today, so I'll probably do a little of that and normal stuff. So yeah, and Susan, I don't know if you're still on. Just out of curiosity, Doc wrote "Hi Susan" in chat. Let me know if you saw that, because I know that Facebook is kind of weird, and I don't think that Facebook can see the chat from any of the other websites. So the whole restream thing. So I'm streaming to like I think 12 websites right now, and it's like 7 of them are in the restream chat, and the other 5 are not. So they are completely cut off from it. So I have separate chat windows for like Nemo and Vaughn and stuff. Okay, yeah. So Facebook does not see chat from anywhere else. We all see Facebook's chat on those 7 sites, and Facebook only sees Facebook chat. And I see everyone's chat except for a website called Picardo that I've never been able to get the chat working on. So if people are watching on Picardo, thank you for being here. If you're watching from anywhere, thank you for being here. But yeah, the chat thing is kind of wonky how it works. I'm fairly sure that a couple of these websites, I don't think anyone's ever watched me on, which is totally okay, because it doesn't cost any extra to stream out to these websites or anything. It doesn't take any extra bandwidth, so all good things. But we definitely got people watching, so thank you very much for being out there. You could have spent your time doing anything you wanted. You spent some of your time with me, and I do appreciate that. All right, I'm playing my 53rd album here called Partially Inexplicable. This next song, we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. It's called Bottom of the Hill. the Mad Poet, doing Mad Poet stuff on his Mad Poet guitar, in his Mad Poet space, with his Mad Poet shaved head. I always feel clean shaved head. I'll tell you, I know most people don't want to go bald. If there's ever any reason that you need to shave your head, you need to go bald for whatever reason, do yourself this favor. Trust me on this. All bald persons will agree with me. Go get a professional massage and ask them to work on your scalp. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. When I was 10, went to my first concert. And this will hit home with Susan, because I know that her first concert was the same band, but it was on a different tour. First band I saw in a live concert was the band Styx. It was on their Paradise Theater tour in 1981. Blew my little 10-year-old mind. And while I really enjoy doing shows the way I do, I've been asked to go on tour before, and I've always turned it down because I do not enjoy travel. I have traveled enough to know that I do not enjoy travel. I do not enjoy travel. There's no question about this one. But there's a part of me that really feels like that kind of heyday of huge concerts. I think I would have done well with that type of performance had I been of age at the time. You know, when bands like Styx and Kansas and Alabama were touring, you know, and did huge tours, and back, you know, the old Iron Maiden tour that were just massive. There was a romance to that. I don't think I would have enjoyed the lifestyle, but I think I would have done well in the shows. But when I saw that show, I had no idea of the concept of just, you know, an onstage guitar solo. And James J.Y. Young, one of the two guitarists of the band, did an onstage guitar solo, and it was just the coolest thing. And every time I've ever just let loose like that, whether on stage or in an online show or whatever, I always think of James Young, just because that was just such an inspirational moment for me. And I had played guitar a small amount at that time. I never knew where my guitar playing would go, and I'm very pleased with where my guitar playing career, journey, adventure has taken me. It's an interesting kind of a thing, but yeah, I every time I've ripped into just a solo, I think of James Young. So I doubt you're watching, James, but if you're out there, thank you for the influence. Thank you for the inspiration. That was very cool stuff. And Sarah's on. Hey, lady, how you doing? Good to see you. Sarah's actually out of town right now. I'm alone in the house, which is one of the reasons I'm doing a show late at night. I can actually turn the music down just fine, and, you know, she could be sleeping in the next room and not hear the music, but I kind of got to talk at a reasonable volume for the microphone. So this would be enough to wake her up. She'd be like, what is Randy doing down there? But she's out of town right now. So, and also, she's awake. So that also would not have mattered. But great to see you, hon. Glad you are here. And Yeah, I know Susan, who's watching through Facebook, her first concert experience was Styx on the Grand Illusion Tour, which is another just brilliant album. And we've talked about it before, and we are both very pleased with our concert introductory experiences. So there's that. Fun stuff. Anyway, you know what else is fun? Title of this next song. This song is called A Reason to Bleed. just want to check another thing with my lights here that may have gone wrong that I didn't check for. Sometimes the light item gets moved to it. Nope, that did not happen. It just still seems really weird. You're gonna lose my audio again for just a moment. I think I might have fixed it. The lights may be better now. We are going to do a little test here. And the way we're going to do this test is I'm going to play the next song and we're going to see if it works. I know, it's crazy how I come up with this stuff. It's just like, Randolph, dude, how do you do this? It's like, I just do this special crazy Randy thinking and that's it. I know, just pure madness, pure freaking madness. For anyone who may be coming in a little late here, I am the Mad Poet. You're an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. We're playing my 53rd album tonight. It is titled Partially Inexplicable. Moving into the 7th song. I really enjoy this particular song. And songs that I have some songs that I write like this where I do a triplet feel and then a straight feel and kind of go back and forth, and it feels kind of like there's a change of tempo, but the tempo stays reasonably steady all the way through. This song is in E minor, and it's called Burial Chamber. Maybe it's a B Phrygian. This might be more of a B Phrygian thing. Exciting. Let's see what we've got going on. This is where we're all headed, the Burial Chamber. Sarah, I'm glad you like the song and it's going well with your video games. And Doc, you know what really goes well with mushroom pizza? A garbage can. That's right. You should throw it away. And you know why you should throw away mushroom pizza? Because it's got mushrooms on it. And mushrooms are stupid. That's right. It says so in the Constitution. Right? And it says so in the Quran. It says so in the Bible. It even says so in Harry Potter. Now, you guys may not have seen that in there because you don't know how to interpret those documents correctly, like I do. Mushrooms are stupid. So let's just get that out there. So for anyone else who may be just coming in, the mushroom, if you're watching here at the Mad Poet Society for the first time, the mushroom argument is always a good time. Feel free to join in if you are so inclined. Thanks, Doc. Do appreciate it. Yeah. So, if anyone wishes to join in on the mushroom argument, what you need to understand is people who are pro-mushroom they're what we know as wrong. Pro-mushroom people are wrong. The others of us who are anti-mushroom, we're right. And that's just the way nature works. So, there's that. Feel free to join in the argument, but if you're pro, you're wrong. This next song here is dedicated to my man Andy Gunn, Andy the Machine Gun, who I really doubt is watching tonight because he's probably off doing Andy stuff or in bed, and I didn't tell him I was going to be playing this album tonight, so he probably didn't even know about it. Totally random stream, me just playing this, but Andy's an awesome guy. He made I need to get in touch with him and find out what the name of his film is so I can promote it for him. He made this kind of comedy horror film, and it's fun. It's kind of like a Bigfoot murder mystery kind of a thing. That's probably not the best descriptor of it, but it's a good time. Sarah knew Andy before me, and then she found out he was going to be doing this movie premiere. He was kind of doing a movie premiere tour, and so we went and we saw the movie in this little teeny theater down in Seattle. And I met Andy before it, and we just had a great time. He's a super cool guy. I'm just going to update here. So we got some people talking about mushrooms. So Sarah says mushrooms are people too. That's wrong. I think some people may qualify as mushrooms, but mushrooms do not qualify as people. Doc says we should eat more people. That is also true. In fact, I am mentioned by name in a song called I Eat People. And it's an awesome song. It's by the Nigel Mustafa Memorial Quartet. They're friends of mine, and the song is fantastic. It is super cool. And Doc, thank you for the reminder, we should bring this up. The octopus says, yeah, and this next song is called Transcendental Intuition. Oh, water. Oh, love me some water. So good. Speaking of water, we had some coming out of the sky, turning into ice and snow the other day. It's like 4 days ago, I was out running, took my shirt off, and it's all bright out there, and it's crazy. And then yesterday, I get up, and I'm thinking, I go out for a run, and then I look outside, I'm like, there's freaking snow out. It wasn't like the nice, light, fluffy snow. It was like the kind you step in and immediately turns to slush, just all nasty and wet. And so I did not go out for a run. But, make the best of it. Did some rope jumping. Did some rope jumping yesterday and more today. Did about, probably about a half hour each day, 35 minutes or so. I love rope jumping. It's a great exercise. I should probably do another rope jumping stream one of these days. I haven't done that for a long time. That's always fun. Maybe I'll put one of those. The only thing with doing like kitchen streams or rope jumping streams is I can't do them in this room. I can't do the kitchen streams in this room because this room, I know this is going to be hard for some people to accept, but this is not a kitchen. I know, it's crazy. Again, just weird Randy thinking. But also the ceiling is just a touch too low for me to actually effectively rope jump in here because it hits the ceiling every time. So the ceilings upstairs are about a foot higher, makes it much better. So I got to take the whole computer system up there, get everything ready, the cameras, everything. It's a bit of a pain, but one of these days I might jump back into a rope jumping stream. That'd be a good time. Thanks for the compliments, Doc. Much appreciated. I don't even know how many songs are on this album. We're moving into song number 9. Looks like we got 11 on here. Cool. So we're moving toward the end of the show. Again, if anyone's coming in a little late, I'm the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. So what we do, we play music, we talk about pizza. People who like mushrooms are wrong. And that's really all that matters, right there. Boom, guitars and pizza, no mushrooms. This is the meaning of life. We're playing my 53rd album tonight, moving on to the 9th song. This song is called I've Been Looking for You. So there is that. And then you know what else there is? There's a thing. And this is something my regulars probably already know what's going on. Some other people may not. Because ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the G sharp minor portion of the show. You are welcome. Wherever you are. I never know which camera is going to be on at any given point. Song is called, we're slowing down a little bit. This song is called The Goddess of the Sky. All right, gangsters. We're moving on to the last song of the evening here. If you're coming in late, I'm the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. This is what we do. You are now a member for life. You cannot ever get out. We're kind of like the mafia that way, except we don't actually kill people. And we're not an organized crime syndicate. So we're really not much like the mafia at all. But we are the Mad Poet Society. And that's even better. So we've done our G sharp minor. We've done most of our album. Thanks, Doc. This is the last song of the night. E minor, standard heavy metal stuff. This is called excessive focus. Well, the fix that I tried for the lights clearly did not work. So I will be working on that before I play this album again. Good night, Sarah. Great having you here. Thanks very much for coming in. Thank you very much to everyone for stopping in. Thanks for the tippers. If I missed anybody in chat or any followers or tippers, thank you very much. I never mean to miss anybody, but sometimes it does happen. I do appreciate everyone being here. I had a great time on the show tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I am the Mad Poet. If you enjoy what you see or hear or smelt here, go to my website, themadpoet.net, visit my other links. I stream generally on Fridays at 8 o'clock p.m. in the Pacific time zone. Feel free to adjust for your own time zone as necessary. We hope to see you there. Enjoy your day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, or whatever it is you got going on. Whatever it is you do, do it well.